Honorable Senator for Laikipia. Wambua, who is online, should be ready to contribute after the Senator for Laikipia.
Asante Bwana Spika kunipa fursa hii. Kwanza kabisa nasimama kuunga mkono na kusema ya kwamba ni vizuri hili jopo la uteuzi lilivyotengenezwa Bwana Spika. Na Bwana Spika, nikiangalia naona ya kwamba vile ambavyo liliko ni lizuri kabisa. Bwana Spika, ukweli wa mambo ni ya kwamba wakati wote sheria ambayo inahusu uchaguzi inapoletwa inashughulikiwa, kumekuwa na vurugu na mvutano, lakini kwa wakati huu Bwana Spika, nina furaha kwa sababu tutaongea kwa amani bila vurugu na kuelewana, kwa sababu hizi sheria za uchaguzi zinahusu wa Kenya wote. Na nimesikia maseneta wenzangu, nikimsikiza Senator Ototi akisema ya kwamba kuna wale ambao hawapaswi kuwa kiangaliwa zaidi, wale wanapaswa kuwa kiangaliwa ni vyama. Lakini nikimwambia kwamba watu wote wana sehemu katika uchaguzi, kwa sababu uchaguzi si wanasiasa wenyewe peke yake wale ambao wanashughulikia siasa, kwa sababu wakati wa kupiga kura hata wale ambao ni watu wa kanisa, wale ambao ni wafanyikazi wa umma wana lile jukumu ya kupiga kura na wanafanya uamuzi Bwana Spika. Kwa hivyo ni vizuri kila mtu ahusishwe, na mimi nasimama kuunga mkono na kusema ya kwamba hii sehemu moja ambayo imepatiwa hawa ambao ni watume ya utumishi wa umma, wale wabaki pale, kwa sababu wale ndio wanajua mambo ya kusema kisheria, hasa nikisema kuhusu professionalism, wale ndio ambao watashughulikia zaidi. Na nimesikiza ndugu zangu wakisema ya kwamba ati hii ni sehemu ya serikali. Bwana Spika, watumishi wa umma wale si utaweka kwa serikali hii au hii, kwa sababu wale wanafanya na serikali iliyoko, na hata japokuwa nilisikia akisema ati wanapoteuliwa, wakiteuliwa na rais ni mpaka waletwe katika bunge, na bunge lenyewe lina usemi, wanaweza kukataa ama kukubali. Kwa hivyo bunge lina usemi katika sehemu ile. Bwana Spika, ile ambavyo imetengenezwa kusema ya kwamba kuwe na watu katika tume ya bunge, mtu mmoja, mwanaume mmoja na mwanamke mmoja, mimi naunga mkono 100% Bwana Spika. Na vile vile Bwana Spika, utumishi wa umma ni mpaka washughulikiwe. Mahali ambapo ninatashwishi Bwana Spika ni hawa wanasheria. Kila mahali kukitajwa katika serikali ama katika sheria, unapata ni mpaka hawa wanasheria watajwe. Ile tume ya wanasheria ni mpaka watajwe kila mahali Bwana Spika. Swali ni hili, na wale ambao ni madaktari Bwana Spika, na wale ambao Bwana Spika ni wahandisi, hata wanapaswa kushughulikiwa. Kwa hivyo naona Senator Okongo Mugeni akisema pana ni mpaka waangaliwe kwa sababu yeye ni mwanasheria. Naona Steward Wamazeo akisema mpaka ni waangaliwe ni wanasheria. Lakini Bwana Spika, ninaona Karongo Wadhangwa hapa ambaye si mwanasheria, na yeye ataangaliwa wakati gani? Bwana Spika, ni vizuri hata badala ya kusema watu wa kutoka LSK waangaliwe, Bwana Spika, pengine wangesema mwanasheria tu, ndiposa hata wale wangesema mwanasheria tu ndio hata wao waweze kuangaliwa. Bwana Spika, wale ambao ni wachungaji ama our religious organization, Bwana Spika, nimesikia wengine wakisema ati ni mpaka tuzingatie na tuseme zaidi kusema ati mmoja awe ni Muislamu na yule mwingine awe ni Mkristiano. Lakini Bwana Spika, hakuna haja sisi kusema hayo yote, kwa sababu wao wenyewe wanajua vile ambavyo wanapaswa kufanya. Kwa hivyo Bwana Spika, mimi nitafuatilia hii na nasema naunga mkono Bwana Spika, kwa sababu sheria hizi ndizo zitakazosaidia uendelezi tukiendelea mbele.
Enoch Wambua, is he online? Can we proceed, Senator Enoch Wambua, to make your contribution? Do we have some technical challenge, clerk, so that we skip and move to the next senator?
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, proceed, Senator Enoch. Proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and sorry for that technical hitch. I hope I can be heard now. Mr. Speaker.
Senator Enoch, kindly put your camera on. We need to see where you are. And you know you need to be dressed appropriately.
Mr. Speaker, I want to do that, but the network will not sustain that.
You may not be able to proceed without the camera on.
Okay, Mr. Speaker.
Because we need to know your location and how you're dressed. Proceed.
No, Mr. Senator Kenya, what is the problem? Can I proceed? Can I make a contribution? Mr. Speaker, I want to begin by saying that this is a very important bill that is on the floor of the Senate. And Mr. Speaker, if it can be heard.
Senator Enoch Wambua.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
You are not properly dressed. You know
Speaker, this is a Kenyan dress. This is a flag of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Wambua, the mere fact that there's a flag on what you are described as your top, it does not meet the dress code as required by the standards of the Senate. You may be proceeding maybe to a soccer pitch.
Okay,
so I'm afraid you may not proceed. I'm afraid, Senator Wambua, you may not be able to proceed to make your contribution because you're not dressed appropriately for the House. So, Senator Kisang.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to make my comments. One, Honorable Speaker, we make laws for posterity. And this particular law, it is good that it has come at the beginning of the term of this parliament, because if it comes towards a campaign period, you know, the temperatures are very high. So I believe we are going to debate soberly and agree on issues. Honorable Speaker, on the Public Service Commission nominee, we know Public Service Commission are the experts in terms of HR issues in the country. I believe it's very important that we get somebody, we get a nominee from Public Service Commission in that selection panel to guide and help so that we don't eventually appoint people to IBC Commission like the four who almost banned the country, Honorable Speaker. It's important that we get people who of integrity who will interview and vet properly. Honorable Speaker, on the one position for Parliamentary Service Commission, I believe it is important that we have two, so that the minority side produce one and the majority side produce one. The Law Society of Kenya, they are not very important here, Honorable Speaker, because even in the laws that we passed in the National Assembly in the last Parliament, everywhere they say you have to a lawyer. Why can't we remove the nominee from Law Society of Kenya, put on Parliamentary Service Commission, and then we put a rider that one of them must be a lawyer to take care of lawyers if we need legal expertise in this election panel, Honorable Speaker. So this is what I believe needs to be done. Honorable Speaker, on interreligious, we know we are the country is 80% Christians, and then 20% the others. We should not specify. We give them the opportunity, the leeway to choose. Maybe this time they choose a Catholic or a Protestant, and the next time a Muslim or an Hindu to represent the interreligious in this particular selection panel. The problem that we have in the country, Honorable Speaker, is actually not the commissioners or the selection panel. The issue is we don't accept elections. People don't accept when they're debated. It is good. If you don't win, you accept and move on. Because we are 67 in this house, 47 elected senators. There are many who contested and lost, and they accepted. The issue is at the top, the president's level. People don't accept. IBC have embraced technology. The reason why we have a president currently, it is because of technology. If there was no technology, those who went to Bomas of Kenya, they would have changed the results. But we had the results way before. It was very difficult for anybody to manipulate and announce or declare somebody who had not gotten the votes. It's because of technology. IBC have embraced technology, and this is the way to go. In fact, eventually, if it is possible, in the course of the term of this parliament, the parties, we need to also encourage the parties to use technology when they are doing their primaries, because there are many issues across all the political divides when it comes to primaries of political parties towards a general election. Honorable Speaker, mine is just to say, let us debate soberly, let us agree, and I propose that the chair of CHAILAC, Honorable Sigei, if there are amendments that you're going to bring in the afternoon, you can drop the nominee from LSK and move it to Parliamentary Service Commission, and I believe members will agree, so long as we put the rider that particular member, one of them, to be a lawyer, to give maybe legal advice during the selection panel as they maybe appoint or interview commissioners of IEPC. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I support.
Senator Okongo Mogeni.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also rise to make a contribution on this very important bill. But, Mr. Speaker, I'm really saddened by the attack, the spirited attack I've seen in the House this morning and part of the afternoon against lawyers, more particularly Law Society of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, people are talking as if they don't know the history of this country. Law Society has been in the thick of things. It's Law Society that fought for multi-party democracy in this country, Mr. Speaker. How can we sit here attacking Law Society of Kenya the whole morning as if we don't know about the history of this country? Mr. Speaker, the Law Society of Kenya, I want to inform the honorable members, is a statutory body created by an act of parliament. I mean, look at the mandate of Law Society.
What is your point
Section
of
4.
order, Senator Boni?
And your son is a lawyer.
I don't wish to interrupt my colleague, who I respect very much. But just because we want to have a clear record of proceedings for posterity, may the record show that the people who fought for the second liberations was not limited to Law Society alone. In fact, Mr. Speaker, I was in the struggle from the age of 22 at the University of Nairobi up to until we had succeeded. Could he withdraw the fact that it was only Law Society of Kenya, Mr. Speaker, sir?
Mr. Speaker, I thought doctors normally listen carefully. And when I was, so I'm surprised that Senator Boni Khalwale does not seem to be listening keenly. I said Law Society was in the forefront. I've not said you are not in the forefront. I've said that history bears me witness that Law Society has been in the forefront. So, Mr. Speaker, this is not the first time Law Society of Kenya is participating as a panelist in picking commissioners for IBC. Mr. Speaker, when I was the chair of Law Society of Kenya, Mr. Speaker, LSK was given slots. Under my chairmanship, we picked nominees that picked the commissioners that reformed IBC. So, Mr. Speaker, let's appreciate the fact that Law Society is a very key professional body in this country. Law Society has been in the forefront, even defending people who fought for human rights in this country. And the best way we should recognize, Mr. Speaker, that role is by giving them 2 slots, not even 1. We should give them 2, 1 woman, 1 man. Instead of packing these nominees with Public Service Commission, why do we want to pack Public Service Commission as panelists in picking panelists who are going to interview our IBC commissioners? Mr. Speaker, the best way to approach this matter is to allow non-partisan professional bodies, civil society. In fact, during that time when we were given slots at Law Society, we had the Association of Professional Societies of East Africa sending a nominee. The Advisory Board of Anti-Corruption was sending a nominee. So, Mr. Speaker, I hope Senator Kinyua is listening, that law society is not an animal that you need to demonize. When the system will come for you, it will at some stage, you will run to the same law society of Kenya to defend you. So you should be here acknowledging the good work, the good contribution that the Law Society of Kenya has made to this country. So I want to persuade my colleague senators, please, please, this is a law you are making for posterity. This law will not just serve the commissioners that are being picked now. It is for posterity. So don't, please, I appeal to you, don't remove Law Society of Kenya. In fact, what we should do, as I've urged, is to have 2 representatives. Not 1, 2. Yes. And I'm happy that even Senator Mungatana is in support of this proposition. And Mr. Speaker, you know you are also a lawyer. Mr. Speaker, you are a lawyer. Eh? When we fight for expansion of democracy as Law Society of Kenya, we are applauded. But when we are being given a small slot, just a small slot to be panelists.
What is your point of order,
demonized.
Senator Kinyua? Really?
Bwana Spika, si kusema ya kwamba Bwana Spika ati mimi nadharau hili jopo la wanasheria. Lakini nilisema Bwana Spika, nchi yetu ya Kenya ina watu wengi ambao wameshughulikia katika kazi nyingine. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Senator Okongo Omogeni kusema ya kwamba sasa hata hilo jopo liongezewe watu wengine kwa sababu wewe ni mwanasheria, kwa Kenya wataona ya kwamba wewe Bwana Spika tayari unawapendelea wengine Bwana Spika. Kwa hivyo nilitaka tu Bwana Spika kuwa upande wako ndio usije ukaonekana unapendelea wengine. Sisi hatuna shida na wanasheria Bwana Spika, kwa sababu wao ndio wanatutetea wakati tuko na shida katika Jamhuri ya Kenya. Lakini wazingatie Wakenya wengine ambao si wanasheria.
What is your point of order? I've not gotten it. Kindly proceed, Senator Mogeni, to conclude your contribution. I think you had 19 seconds.
Yes. So Mr. Speaker, the other point I wanted to make, Mr. Speaker, is that because this is bipartisan, we want both sides of the political divide to be represented. The Parliamentary Service Commission, Mr. Speaker, should be given 2 slots so that we have a slot preserved for the majority side and one for the minority side. With those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I support.
Senator, what is your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I rise on a point of order, understanding order number 109. Considering the debate, Mr. Speaker, and the contributions from members, and the time that we have, Mr. Speaker, I wish to request that you call the mover of the motion to reply, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Senators, the Honorable Senator Mandago has made, through his contribution, he has requested that indeed, due to the time constraints, because as you're aware, we need to conclude business by 12:30, that the chair calls the mover to reply. I'll proceed to put the question. As many of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. Nay. The ayes have it. The mover proceed to reply, please.
Mr. Speaker, you know, this is one of the standing orders we need to amend. Because, you know, people like Senator Kajwang have the voice, have the sound of 2 people. So he voted on behalf of 2 people. Anyway, Mr. Speaker, apologies to my colleagues. And you know that we've been here since 10 o'clock. Even I'd have it, if Senator Kajwang was here when I made the moving notes, he will have known that I did it in a record 4 minutes because I wanted to, as much as possible. No. Actually, I think 3 minutes, if I'm not wrong. I wanted to, as much as possible, afford the opportunity to every senator to speak and share their opinion. The real debate, though, because I've listened to people say, there's this debate about LSK. I hear Senator Kinyua wants to propose that we deny LSK and give it to members of his professional association. I think that Touts Association of Kenya, and, whatever, the decision will be made in the afternoon, Mr. Speaker. So I want to humbly request our colleagues, Mr. Speaker, that but Omtata should have been here at 10 in the morning when we first made these orders. I'm sure he will have an opportunity in the afternoon. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I thank my colleagues for speaking to the motion, those who have had a chance. I've listened to others make a case for interreligious council. Others prefer that we reduce the other one. We will have that conversation during the committee of the whole, Mr. Speaker, when people file their amendments and perhaps share them with us, then we will be convinced on what we need to do. Otherwise, thank you, members, for participating. Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. I beg to reply. Thank you.
Honorable Senators, pursuant to Standing Order 263, I do make a determination that the voting will be by roll call in view of the hybrid sitting. I therefore call upon the Sergeant at Arms to ring the division bell for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. of 2022 be now read a second time. The yes side, you have nominated Lelegwe, Senator Lelegwe, as your teller. Is that the position? Yes. And the nay side nominated, who is the tailor for? Who is the tailor for the nay side? Shakila, Senator Shakila. Who is it Senator Shakila, or kindly proceed to the dispatch? So, clerk, you may now proceed with the division.
Senator Abbas Sheikh Mohammed, Wajir County. Senator Adan Dulo Fatuma, Isiolo County.
I vote yes.
Senator Boy Isa Juma, Kwale County. Senator Cherargei Samson, Nandi County. Senator Cheriot Aaron, Kericho County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Chesang Alan Kiprotich, Trans Nzoia County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Chute Mohammed Said, Marsabit County. Senator Ekomwa James Romenen, Turkana County.
I vote yes.
Senator Haji Abdul Mohammed, Garissa County.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Senator Kajwang Moses Otieno, Homa Bay County.
I vote yes.
Senator Kamau Joseph Githuku, Lamu County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Kathuri Murungi, Meru County.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Senator Keroche Thabita Karanja, Nakuru County. Senator Halwale Boni, Kakamega County.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Senator Kipkoril William Cheptumo, Baringo County. Senator Kisang William Kipkemoi, Elgeyo Marakwet County. Senator Kisang William Kipkemoi, Elgeyo Marakwet County. Senator Lelewe Steve Tumbesi, Samburu County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Maanzo Daniel, Makueni County. Senator Mazayo Stewart, Kilifi County.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Senator Mandago Jackson, Uasin Gishu County.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Medhu John, Nyandarua County.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Senator Mogeni Okongo, Nyamira County.
Mr. Speaker, Nyamira votes yes.
Senator Mundigi Alexander, Embu County. Senator Mungatana Danson, Tana River County.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Senator Murango James, Kirinyaga County. Senator Mudhama Agnes Kavindu, Machakos County. Senator Mwaruma Jones, Taita Taveta County. Senator Mwenda Gataya Mofire, Tharaka Nithi County.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Senator Mwinyi Haji Mohamed Faki, Mombasa County. Senator Nderitu John Kinyua, Laikipia County.
Mr. Speaker, Laikipia votes yes.
Senator Nyutu Joe, Murang'a County.
Senator Veronica Maina, kindly proceed to approach the chair, please. Yeah. Just proceed as I try to do some housekeeping.
Senator Ojenda Tom, Kisumu County.
I obviously vote yes.
What is obviously?
Senator Oginga Oburu, Siaya County. Senator Okech Eddie Gisheru, Migori County. Senator Okoiti Omtata, Busia County. Senator Olekina Ledama, Narok County. Senator Onyonka Richard, Kisii County. Senator Ososi Godfrey, Vihiga County.